Suspended Bureau of Corrections Director General Gerald Bantag is now facing murder charges for allegedly giving the order to kill broadcaster Percy Lapid as well as the supposed middleman in the case.
Complaints have also been filed against BuCor Deputy Security Officer Ricardo Zulueta and other individuals linked to Lapid's death. Marlene Alcaide with the big story.
More than a month after broadcaster Percy Lapid was killed, authorities finally filed murder complaints against those allegedly involved in the murder. Suspended BuCor Chief Gerald Bantag has been named as primary suspect.
General Bantag had a clear motive to effect the murders. For Percy Lapid, it was continued expose by the latter of the issues against the former on his show, Lapid Fire.
Raps were also filed against BuCor Deputy Security Officer Ricardo Zulueta and 10 inmates. Authorities said Bantag allegedly ordered Zulueta to kill Lapid. Zulueta then called Denver Mayores, a prisoner in Palawan, who was the one who talked to Bilibid gang leaders. Middleman Jun Villamor reached out to Christopher Bacoto to hire the gunman Joel Escorial. When Escorial surrendered, Zulueta allegedly ordered the killing of Villamor.
The sequence of events implies that the conspirators planned all along to silence Jun Villamor and cover up the crime, perhaps even before Joel Escorial surrendered.
An arrest warrant has yet to be issued for Bantag, while Zulueta has been in hiding.
We can say that we thought it best in conducting the investigation that we let General Bantag answer his charges formally with the Fiscal's Office.
To Zulueta to just surrender right now. Just like the gunman who surrendered, napag-isipan niya na endanger ang buhay niya.
Lapid's family has welcomed the filing of charges, but Percy's brother Roy Mabasa said there could be more masterminds in the killing of the broadcaster. For News 5, Marlene Alcaide, we are One News.
The Justice Department says the Percy Lapid murder case shows that a criminal organization is embedded within the Bureau of Corrections. Now, in a press conference earlier today, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla cited the assorted contraband found at the NBP as a, quote, very strong indication of the presence of a criminal organization within the facility. When asked how many individuals have been killed by this criminal organization, Remulla said authorities are still looking into the matter. But the DOJ secretary also noted that authorities found more than 30 bodies at the Eastern Funeral Homes during the conduct of the first autopsy on the body of Villamor.
This is now being studied by the police, and we want to know how all of these people died, the cause of death, and the circumstances surrounding their death. But the presence of the criminal organization, we cannot tell now. We will study it, and maybe we can know how long this has been going on.
Here to share the latest on the Percy Lapid slay case is Atty. Danny Pelagio, lawyer for the Mabasa family. He's joining us live via Zoom. Good evening, Atty. Pelagio. Welcome to the big story.
Yes, good evening, Robbie, and good evening, Danny.
Attorney, first off, how do you feel about the progress of this case? On the one hand, mukha naman pong may mga gumagalaw. On the other hand, as was reported, at least up to the point of the report, wala pang arrest warrant. What do you think of the developments?
Personally, I'm quite satisfied with the pace of the fact-finding investigation. True, no arrest warrants have been issued yet because the DOJ, the NBI, and the police, they gathered as much evidence as they can in order to build a solid case against the people involved in the killing of both Percy Lapid and Jun Villamor. The arrest warrant is supposed to be issued by the court once probable cause has been found to indict or to accuse in court these people behind the killings.
Okay. Attorney Pelagio, how big was this breakthrough for the Lapid family releasing the names of these masterminds? Also noting that Roy Mabasa said it could be possible there could be other masterminds, other accomplices. What's the status of these other names?
Well, it was a big relief that finally the names of the principals by inducement and the principals by indispensable cooperation have already been released, because prior to today's joint conference, all we had were conjectures and anticipations or guesses.
Well, Attorney Pelagio, nabanggit niyo po, feeling some relief. Certainly prior to this, the family members also felt a little bit insecure with their situations. Now that the investigations are pinpointing General Bantag, do they feel a little bit more secure? But for that matter, do they still need any protection?
We were in touch with the brother of Percy Lapid, Roy, earlier today, and he expressed also satisfaction over the results of this fact-finding investigation. Except that, we are not closing our doors to further finding out if there are other people involved, especially on the upper level.
Okay, sir, what is the next step legally for this case? You mentioned there, of course, the arrest warrant coming, but still we do have a person, at least one person, in hiding.
The next step is, because this is just an investigation, and charges have been filed before the state prosecutors, and the state prosecutors now, by way of a hearing, will give the respondents the opportunity to submit their counter affidavits. Failing so, would compel them to submit the case for decision. Meaning, if there is any probable cause, the case will be filed in court already.
Okay, thank you so much for that update, Attorney Danny Pelagio, lawyer for the Mabasa family.